what are some network attacks? Well, first off, these attacks work by intercepting network traffic and stealing valuable information or interfering with the transmission in some way. So, network attacks is basically intercepting information in transit, okay? You steal them or you can manipulate the information. That's it. Okay. In order to understand network attacks, we have to learn what is wrong with me? We have to know what are packets. Okay. And what is packet sniffing? Packet sniffing is when malicious actors use hardware or software tools to capture and inspect data in transit. For example, an attacker can intercept a bank transfer and change the account receiving the fund. Ooh, that is dangerous. Okay. The first type of attack is backdoor attacks. These attacks are weaknesses intentionally left by programmers or systems and network administrators. What is wrong with me? I cannot speak today. That bypass normal access control mechanisms. Backdoors are intended to help programmers conduct troubleshooting or administrative tasks. So, backdoor is basically when threat actors exploit these weaknesses or backdoors that are intentionally left there, okay, so that they can gain access to different systems. The next one, which is my favorite, is the denial of service or DOS attack. DOS attacks target a network or server and flood it with network traffic. Once hackers have entered an insecure network through a backdoor, they can cause extensive damage by installing malware, performing a denial of service, stealing private information, or changing other security settings that leave the system vulnerable to other attacks. That was a long definition. Yes, it's here. I promise you, it's there. Okay. The next type of attack is the distributed. So it's like a denial of service attack, but this one is distributed. So distributed denial of service attack, which is DDoS. This uses multiple devices and servers in different locations to flood the target network with unwanted traffic. If an attacker overloads any part of the network, they win. Yeah, because you won't have anything. You won't be able to do anything on that network. Sorry. Okay, there are three types of DOS attack. The first one is the synchronize, which is the SYN, SYN, SYN. And this flood attack simulates a TCP connection and floods a server with SYN packets. ICMP is the next type of DOS attack. Internet Control Message Protocol is used by devices to tell each other about data transmission errors across the network. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's not one of the attack. It's just explaining, okay, what is the ICMP protocol in this aspect. No. The next one is the ping of death. The ping of death is a type of DOS attack caused when a hacker pings a system by sending an oversized ICMP packet that is bigger than 64 KB, okay, kilobytes. So now let's go back to it because it's sending an oversized, okay, ICMP packet. So what is the ICMP packet? Now let me go back and read it. The Internet Control Message Protocol, okay, is used by devices to tell each other about data transmission errors across the network. They ask for a status update. ICMP flood is a type of DOS attack performed by an attacker repeatedly sending ICMP packets to a network server. So if the packets are oversized, that means that it's going to cause the network to be overwhelmed and then it will crash. Okay. The next one is IP spoofing. IP spoofing, Internet Protocol spoofing. Is performed when an attacker changes the source IP of a data packet to impersonate an unauthorized system and gain access to a network. Basically, when hackers pretend to be someone they are not. Okay, I think that word should have been an authorized system. Okay, I might have to make a correction in the textbook. Okay, so they gain access to a network using an authorized system or impersonating an authorized system. Yeah, I need to change that. Anyways, okay. What are the different types of IP spoofing attacks? The first one is on path attack. And this is when a malicious actor places themselves in the middle of an authorized connection, like a trusted relationship or a connection that has already been established, and intercepts or alters the data in transit. And this is also known as meddler in the middle attack. Oh, that's a nice word. Meddler in the middle attack. Another type of IP spoofing is a replay attack, which is when a malicious actor intercepts a data packet in transit and delays it or repeats it at another time. The next one is a smurf. Ooh, like the smurfs. A smurf attack is when an attacker sniffs, not literally, but just like to steal or open or to use or manipulate or whatever, sniffs an authorized user's IP address and floods it with packets. Once the spoof packets reaches the broadcast address, it is sent to all of the devices and servers on the network. Oh my gosh. Okay, listen what this says. In a Smurf attack, IP spoofing is combined with another denial of service technique to flood the network with unwanted traffic. And another note, the spoof packet could include an Internet Control Message Protocol ping, so ICMP ping. Okay, and then the other topic is packet sniffing, but we're not going to see packet sniffing. So, yes, those would be all the network attacks. Okay, now let's see how do we prevent them. Prevention. So how do we prevent a DOS attack? Well, the first one is a web application firewall or firewall. So the WAF, WAF, web application firewall. I used to work with, what's the name of this thing now? I forgot. I don't remember. I need to remember. Okay. DOS mitigation by continuously monitoring network traffic, yes. Restricting the attack surface by eliminating unused ports. How do we prevent IP spoofing? Firewalls can prevent IP spoofing attacks by configuring it to refuse unauthorized packets and suspicious traffic. And you can also use next generation firewalls. Ooh. And how do we prevent packet sniffing? Well, you have to use a virtual private network, VPN, using HTTPS certificates, and avoid unprotected Wi Fi. Don't use the public Wi Fi or free Wi Fi. Okay, that would be all for network attacks and network prevention. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget that all of this information is available in my Cybersecurity Fundamentals textbook. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, see you. Bye.